Good morning, everyone. Yes, welcome back. So we are on day 5. This is a month of June on the day 5. Very good morning. As I told you yesterday, that from effective today onwards, we are changing the pattern, we are changing the schedule, wherein we will be coming up with different activities, and at least once in a week we'll keep learning with fun. That means we're gonna give you some different activities wherein you can enroll those activities in your day-to-day life. You can certainly inculcate a lot of learning. So yes, so effective today we are taking, we have changed the time now. Yesterday on Until yesterday we were scheduling classes around 10 to 11 in the night, but effective today it will be 7:30 to 8:30 in the morning. Mind will be fresh, you will learn new things. Though anyone wants to see live, they can come at 7:30, and the class will schedule for an hour until 8:30. And of course, if you do not have time at this particular slot or this particular hour, you may certainly watch any given time because it's certainly available on YouTube. So yes, in the interest of time, let us begin. As you see on my screen, the word of the day, it's cumbersome. Yeah, it's pronounced as cumbersome. So cumbersome basically means that something which is quite lengthy, quite in detail, and a little difficult task, a little challenging task where you need a lot of efforts, a lot of time, and so many things. So you see the meaning. I have mentioned something which is lengthy. We say it's a cumbersome task, right? So you may make few examples. So let us do some few examples with this word cumbersome. This is quite cumbersome task. You have given me a cumbersome task. I may not be able to do it because it's cumbersome task. So this task is quite cumbersome. Climbing to Mount Everest is a cumbersome task. Uh, Roaming throughout the day without eating and water is a cumbersome activity. So that is a word cumbersome. Ensure you use it in your day-to-day life. It's a very good, certainly a good word to use it, but you may use it in a formal culture as well, and formal and informal both, but literally it literally impacts a lot. So use it in your day-to-day life. Cumbersome. The word of the day is cumbersome, right? So in order to proceed further, let us do some meaningful sentences which we speak in our day-to-day life, and afterwards we're gonna begin with some activities. Yes, if you can see on my screen, there are certain word meanings which we use in our day-to-day life. I have written for you. First one is let me go. What does it mean? Let me go means mujhe jaane do. Usually say let me go now. Mujhe jaane do. Let me go now. Go and sleep. Jaakar so jao. We usually say to our children that go and sleep. Basically, at every, I mean, I would say at every home, kids listen this term, go and sleep, jaakar so jao. I feel so hot, garmi lag rahi hai. It's a time of summer, you may use this. I feel so hot. Come with me, mere saath chalo. When we are going somewhere, we ask our friends, would you come along? And say, or we usually say, come with me. Speak aloud, जोर से बोलो. So speak aloud, जोर से बोलो. Today was fun. That means you enjoyed a lot. मजा आ गया. I'm in trouble. मैं परेशान हूँ. Get me there. मुझे पहुंचा दो. Be careful. सावधान रहो. Get up. उठ जाओ. In the morning, we usually say to our kids or to our family members, get up, come on, it's morning, get up, wake up. Yes. Draw the bolt means चिपकने लगा दरवाजे की. After you means आपके बाद. Hold it. इसे पकड़ो. Do not hide or don't hide. छिपो मत or छिपाओ मत. My mistake. मेरी गलती. Or you can say my bad. No matter. कोई बात नहीं. It's okay. No matter. Join me. मेरे साथ आओ. Why don't you join us? Why don't you join me? Not yet, अभी नहीं. Be quiet, शांत रहो या शांत रहें. Sit upright, सीधे बैठो. सीधे बैठने को बोलते हैं sit upright. So a teacher can say in the class also, guys sit upright. Sit upright means सीधा बैठना. There are a few more. No problem. This is we know it. कोई बात नहीं, no problem. Right now means अभी, तुरंत. Take this, इसे लो. Look here, इधर देखो. Think twice. दो बार सोचो. When somebody is doing certain risky task, we tell that person, think twice or think thrice. मतलब सोच समझ के करो. Don't blame. दोष मत देना. Give it up. हार मान लेना. We usually say give up. Give up मतलब हार मानना. Leave it. Leave it means छोड़ना. छोड़ दो. Leave it means छोड़ दो. Let's meet. चलो मिलते हैं. We usually make plans with our friends. For example, if you're working in a company and you haven't met with your friends so long, your college friends calls you, guys, let's meet. So get together करना. It's all right. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. It's all right. Nothing else. और कुछ नहीं. When we say, do you need anything? We say nothing else. When somebody is having food and we are serving the food, if we say, should I get you for that? Nothing else. मतलब और कुछ नहीं. Speak gently, धीरे से बोलो. Speak gently means धीरे से बोलो. That's right. ये सही है. Bring food or या bring the food means खाना ले आओ, भोजन लाओ. Let it be, जाने भी दो. Let it be, जाने भी दो. Maybe, शायद. So maybe का मतलब होता है शायद. Perhaps का मतलब भी होता है शायद. Perhaps भी आप यूज कर सकते हो maybe. Right? Let's say कि आज बारिश होगी. It may be rain today. It perhaps also you may say. Once more, एक बार फिर. That's enough. बस काफी है, बहुत हो गया. Show me, मुझे दिखाओ. Wait here, यहाँ प्रतीक्षा करो. Right? So that was few words which you should know in your day-to-day life. You should learn it. You should implement. These are the basic ones. But this is good to know that you can use it. You can speak with your kids. You can tell them that they can also use it because it's not that much tough. और आप ये चीजें बच्चों को भी सिखा सकते हैं. So that you will inculcate a habit of speaking within them. So it's very important that if anybody has kids at home, you speak with them in English, at least the basic ones, which what will happen, you are creating an environment for them. They need an environment. If they got an environment, because what happens in our life, those who are learning English, we did not get the environment. We did not get the environment, right? So environment is important. If you create that environment in your home, I understand we speak in our mother tongue or there are FLI, first language influence. We cannot avoid that, right? And of course, we should not be doing it. Whatever is your mother language, mother tongue, your kids should know those languages. That's important. They should know. Doesn't mean that they should not not know Hindi and all. Of course, they should know it's our national language. But we know that outside your home, when they step out from their school, college, or in fact, when they step out from their home, rather, I'd say, they need to speak in English because it's a accepted language. Those who know English very well, they are treated differently, or we can say, in any field of, I would say, life, it's important. Wherever, whatever, whosoever is in whichever profession they are into. So it's a part of life now. So I understand that the entire 24 hours you may not get that situation to speak in English only. Because what happens when we try to learn a language, when we speak in a different language, what do? We need to come out of our comfort zone, come out from our comfort level. So entire day, if you are speaking in English with all of your family members, at times you may feel that you do not get that emotions because the emotions which you're gonna get in your national language, which you really speak, and all of a sudden you're changing the habit. So those emotion at times there are different situations when you cannot speak this language. There is some urgency, there is some or maybe during any state of happiness, you want to express your feelings. In that time also, you will not be comfortable in speaking English, because you will not get that emotions, that expressions. This is also, a truth. It's a universal truth. That's fine. It doesn't need that there is some emergency, or there is some different conversation is ongoing, and then you try to fix English with that. It's okay. That doesn't need it. The only purpose is that get some amount of time in your schedule. Or I'm not saying 24 hours to speak in English. It's okay, because you need to create that environment. How you create that environment, it's up to you, as per your day-to-day course, domestic course, where you stay, which background, how, what are your custom traditions, and accordingly. Because at times it doesn't uh, feasible. That's why we go in institutes, learn English, and try to adopt different methods, because it's not feasible in our home. There are different background, different situations, right? So this is fine. No such compulsion is required that you have to get that. If you can create that environment, that is really good. If you cannot, no issues. Then you need to think about what other ways you can try to do it. I'm going to tell you today a few things after, like there are certain activities which you can do with your family members or friends, with anyone, with your partner. You can do those activities at home. Those are very simple activities wherein you can communicate with them in English. So one activity in a day, which may take 15-20 minutes, I believe it's fair enough. Otherwise, because out of our daily routine, 8 to 10 hours, if someone is in a school, the person spends in school. If someone is in college, he'll spend in college. For those who are doing some business, of course, it takes more than 10 hours at times. Office workers, of course, 8 to 9 hours of working, then traveling. So half of the day is gone in outside, right? We are not at home. When we are at home, we spend a little amount of time with our family members. Therein, if I tell you, inculcate English speaking, it's okay if it is not feasible, but it is like 15-20 minutes an activity. If it is feasible in a daytime, that's good. If not, it's okay. Otherwise, you have your weekend, maybe Sunday, or if you get 2 days week of Saturday, Sunday, then try to at least do this 30 minutes or 1 hour of your time in doing this activity, because this is a need of the hour. To be honest, this is a need of the hour. If you learn a new language, let's say French, German, do you think that you will just learn it and you will get it? No, you need to implement it. No? You may go to institute, learn French of 1 or 2 hours, and come back. Do you think that you will get a mastery on it? No. So every day you need to spend some time. Apart from that institute, you need to spend that. You need to spend time in that language at your home also. So that is important. That is a crux. Try if you can get those environment situation, or basically you need to create it that. So we're gonna do some activity. That's why we call it learning with fun. Today's Sunday. You can certainly do it. You have entire day with you as of now, so you can certainly implement those. These are certain meaningful, and these will certainly help you in enjoying your Sunday at home also. So yes, first and foremost, before we begin, we're gonna do this part, and afterwards, our main part of the day, which is activity, will begin. So yes, so a few things. Is anything left? Need anything? These are the few phrases, few words which you can speak in a day-to-day life. I don't know anything. He's not inside. I don't mind. I do not remember, or I don't remember. The thing not ready yet. Don't walk alone. I'm not going. Is anybody home? Don't oppose. Do not be jealous. The phone rang. Mix the sugar. Do not leave it. Do not lose hope. So you may certainly pick any of whatever you feel so, though you can certainly implement all of them. But if anyone, anything which you think that you keep telling people, you keep saying in Hindi, pick it up and speak in English, right? Because see, those who are, I would say, it's not necessary that you should implement that culture at home, because it's all about how much time you give to that activity. If you have an, if you work in an organization, implement there. It is only that it is not necessary at home also, only at home you have to do it. So घर पे ही करना है, no. Out of 24 hours, take 1 hour and do it anywhere, anywhere. Maybe while you're traveling. If you're traveling and there is a person sitting next to you, you can certainly converse with them also. If he's if he knows English, or you can check with that. Everyone will speak basic English these days. Everyone. You can ask normal things with them. Where are you going? Okay, any topic, because today you pick any topic. In fact, any ongoing issue, inflation, prices, politics. Don't get into the politics, but basic main issues you can certainly speak. If somebody is reading a newspaper, you just throw a topic. The person will certainly involved in the conversation. So any topic you can pick in, whether you are traveling, if you're in office, talk with your colleagues. If you're in college, speak with your friends. If you're in school, speak with your teacher or maybe your friends. So maybe when you are home, you may spend 2 3 hours, because on to your office schedule, you leave home around 8 9 and you come back around 8 9 in the night. Then practicing English is not like you would be feeling that much comfortable, because you when you are home, you're tired, you're knackered. On that time you just need food and need some time with family, and you need to sleep because you need to wake up early in the morning. And then again your schedule starts from this, wake up and then get ready, do some household chores, get ready for basic activities. So here the crux is, wherever you are, wherever, give some time to this activity. 30 minutes, 1 hour. It's not only at home, it's all about out of 24 hours, give 30 minutes to 1 hour. It's a bare minimum thing, right? As I told you in my previous classes also, if you give time to this language, you're gonna do, hello, you're gonna certainly learn it, right? Okay, so I hope this page is, I mean, clear to you. If there are any questions for me, anything, I'm just a comment away. So let us begin with the activity. As I told you that Sunday would be an activity day. Now there's a surprise for you. Sorry. So yes, I'm bringing some activities for you. Yes. So this is an activity sheet. First and foremost, anyone can do this activity. There is no such restriction that someone who is a student, someone who is a college goer, or someone who is like any particular group will be able to do it. Anyone, age, no bar, anyone with any age can do it. In fact, every family member can certainly include their uh, members of the family and do this activity. I will recommend everyone should do it. Honestly, you're gonna like it. It's very interesting activity, and what will happen, first and foremost, it will certainly give you a good, flavor of learning something. Secondly, you will feel relaxed. You will feel good. It's like fun, because playing is fun always, and the most important main why we are doing this activity to speak in English. Basic crux is English, because we want to learn English. We want to get into the habit. So speaking cards. First is food. Yes, you make it. How you need to do is you need to, you know, create some cards at home. So how you create that card, on a paper, on an A4 size paper. Write the name of the topic. Like I have written food, friends, birthdays, season, holidays, hobby, animals, movies, school, music. You may write any topic, or write, once you write that topic, there are certain questions which I have written. You may write and you may draw some drawing related to that, just to make it an interesting card. Once it is written, after a gap, cut it with a scissor. After it is done, cut it in a form wherein you can make some cards, normal cards, And then those cards you can certainly, flip flop and ask the person that whatever card he can, randomly pick. If that person picks random card, and then he need to tell about these things about them. Or certainly what you can do, you can have these cards, you can pose questions to the other person. Okay, tell me this, tell me this, tell me this. This is the other way of doing it. And or you can do that, one person is done with this activity, then it is the turn of another person who gonna ask different questions. Or you may do a flip flop, like for example, I've just kept all the cards on my table. uh, One person can pick random anyone, and then your turn, you can pick random anyone, and then you need to ask questions with other person. Or as I told you, the first one was a person will look in the question and answer by himself. Second is asking. I pick a random card and I'm going to ask a question. Okay, what is this? What is this? What is it? Similarly, you picked up a card, let's say for animals, and you're going to ask, what is your favorite animal name? It's a very good activity. In fact, you should include this activity. In fact, if you have kids at home, or if you know there are certain students, if you are a teacher, get this activity. If you are teaching in an institute or a school, this is very useful activity, and I'm sure everyone will like it. You may alter the topic, because it's not like one time activity, you can conduct it multiple times. You just need to change the topic, and I can vouch on that student would like it. I used to conduct it when I used to teach in an institute, a larger forum of group of 10, 20 people, students, because we used to do it in every week. What we used to do, we used to change the topic. So I used to create colorful cards, because if cards are attractive, student will like it. If it is simple, they may not like it. So make colorful card. You need to spend some, of course, you need to do some hard work if you want good results. Do some colorful activity, create some drawing Pictionary, and then write questions with the topic. Create at least 50 cards. Once you have those 50 cards, according to the population, maybe you may have, if you have 10 students, then take 10 as of now. Out of 10, then they ask everyone that they're gonna pick random one card. One they have picked it up, and then uh, divide them into pairs, that you're gonna pose these questions to B, and B gonna pose questions to A, C to do D to C, similar to that. So they will engage, they will ask different things, and it will be a good activity. Once that activity is over, in next week or so, as you created 51, you can bring 10 more. So keep doing this activity for at least a month. If you want to do it once in a week, so probably 4 or 5 weeks in a month, you can complete this activity. And if you think that they really want it for more, you can do it, you can continue it. And if they say they want to switch it, so I'm going to tell you more activities. But this is honestly, uh, not a single student will say, we don't like it. They going to like it. Let us begin with this activity. So first and foremost, food. What is your favorite dish? Yes. For example, I'm asking with some, what is your favorite dish? And if somebody's asking me, we can say, my favorite dish is, if I ask about myself, if you talk about myself, so I'm gonna say my favorite dish is South Indian, or maybe North Indian, or maybe continental Chinese. I like Chinese, Hakka noodles, or what else? Yes. Why do you like it? I like it because it contains a lot of veggies, and it is very twisted in the taste. When do you eat it? I eat it occasionally, especially on weekends when I get time, because every in our day-to-day life we don't get time for or eat our favorite dish, because we are so busy and we get our daily food. So our favorite ones we get order, we go out and eat it. How often do you cook it? I rarely cook it. When I see there are, when I'm in a good mood, or when I'm in a cozy mood, relaxed, and I can cook it at home. Because why I prefer, going out or getting it out, because if you are at home, you need to arrange a lot of material, like cut the veggies, a lot of veggies. You need to bring it first, cut it, and then You need to work a lot basically. That's why I prefer going out, or I prefer that I can order it. That's the best one, especially in summers wherein you do not prefer to go out. Next is hobby. What are your hobbies? My hobbies, if you ask me, playing cricket. I love playing cricket. I love dancing. I love reading books. And of course, my favorite is to talk with people. I like interacting with people. I like learning new things. This is my hobby. Why do you like them? Uh, so I would say everyone has some area of interest. So this is my area of interest. When did you start them? So ever since from my childhood, I started playing cricket, and I used to spend time in reading books and learning. It used to be my motto that every single day I'm going to learn at least one day, one word or one new thing. So that's about the hobby. Friends. Who's your best friend? My best friend. So I have at least five to six, and I get if I take anyone's name, other will certainly feel like uh, they will be annoyed. So I'm gonna take names here. Yes, there are a couple of friends. They are my best friends. How often do you see him or her? So uh, it's not regular because everyone is occupied in their business. Some are doing jobs. Everyone is certainly in a good place or position. So we usually make time on our birthdays or a special get together when if somebody is getting married or somebody's in need of something. We get together very rarely. Basically, it happens not even once in a month, once in a quarter. I would say. Where does he or she live? They stay a little far from my place, but yes, they stay in the same town. How does he or she help you? So of course, a friend in need is a friend indeed. Of we usually help each other. It's not help only of financial help. It could be emotional, right? Support help. So we keep motivating each other. We keep calling. We when we are in a conference call, we keep motivating. We share our concerns with each other. So that is what about animals. What is your favorite animal? So yes, tiger. Tiger is my favorite animal. I like tigers, but I cannot, have it at home. But I don't know. I like them. Why do you like it? As I said, we literally don't know. There's some inclination towards them, and this is somehow there's some inclination towards them. I don't know. That is what it is. But I like them. Where does it live? They live in forest. What does it eat and drink? We know it what they eat and drink, right? Next is birthday. When is your birthday? So yes, my birthday is in the same month. Yes, it is in the same month. How do you celebrate it? Basically, we get together at home with friends and families. We cut the cake. I honestly, I like celebrating my birthday. What presents do you like? So presents, I'm not materialistic. I don't like somebody is gifting me some material. I prefer good wishes. It literally helps us in our way of life. So good wishes, I believe, the biggest present in our life or blessings. How many friends do you usually invite? So it's not an invitation that we give it. People know that it's my birthday, and a night prior to my birthday, they come with a cake and they surprise me. They smash the cake on my face and they cut it. So it's not like inviting someone, they come it. Yes. So if you want to know the date and actual month, as I said, the same month, yes, same month means the month which is ongoing. And if you want to know the date, you need to comment and I'll tell you. Movies. What is your favorite movie? My favorite movie. So yes, there are a couple of movies which are my favorite, and I like those movies which gives a lesson to us, which gives something is very useful because I believe every movie you get to know something. It totally depends what was your intent. Every movie share a lesson with us. So there are certain good movies, either you've seen English movies or maybe Hindi movies or maybe South Indian movies also, or any other movie, any other form of movie. So certainly, why do you like it? Because one, if you are, let's say you like comedy movies, if you are in stress, if you watch it, you feel distress, right? When did you see it? So I try to watch a movie on every weekend, wherein I do not go out. At times I go out and watch, but usually I watch at home. Who are the actors there? So there are multiple actors. So it's not it's someone I prefer this and that. It's about the story. It's about the message the movie is delivering. That what matters for me. Not about who is acting. It's about what is the intent, what is the content of the movie. Season. Which season do you like the most? So though all seasons are good because in every season there are certain pros and cons. Summers also there are certain advantages. In winters also there are certain advantages. Rainy season, spring, autumn. But everyone got their personal favorite. To be, if you ask, my personal favorite is winter. Not because this is summertime. If you ask me in winters, I'd say winters. There are some people, if you ask them in winters, they say we like summers. When in summer they ask we like winters. So I do not switch. Oh, why do you like it? Because in scorching heat you cannot eat anything, you cannot, it's only that you need to drink and water and nothing else. You're filling your body with that. Also you cannot go out freely because, and there are more chances people fall sick. In winter you just need to cover yourself, wrap yourself properly, and you may eat anything because during that time our digestive system is also too good. Not only eating aspect, but overall you feel good. But in summers, everyone is like in anger all the time. Anger is on cloud nine. Okay, next is why do you like it? Okay, what do you like in in this season? Because you feel cozy in winters. From for everyone, this is a different choice. This what I'm asking about my preference. Where do you spend it? I usually in winters I stay at home. But yes, if required, if I need to go anywhere, I do certainly go. School. What is your favorite subject? My favorite subject was, in fact, now is English. So English, business studies, and biology. These are my favorite subjects. Economics also, like a scale, but English is a topmost favorite. Why do you like it? Because I am not saying that these are the only subjects which gives you learning. Every subject gives you learning, but this is something wherein my inclination, because maybe I used to get good marks in these subjects. That's why it became my favorite. How often do you study? So if you ask a student, they can answer it. But if you ask me, so I try to get new things, whatever is ongoing as per trend, whatever is about to come. So I try to gauge that so that my knowledge should be at par with the time. Okay, next most is holidays. What is your favorite holiday? My favorite holiday basically is, you ask me Switzerland. If you ask me for abroad, Switzerland and London, central London. And if I ask you in India, it should be so any place with some good weather could be a destination. Why do you like it? Because of the weather and because of the surroundings. Why do you eat? What do you eat and drink on this day? Of course, eating is like anything, the special food for that particular place. And I prefer juices for in terms of drinking. I prefer juices. Where do you spend it? Anywhere, which anywhere where I go, that becomes the hot. It is not a something I have to go. If I go to one place, I'll keep visiting that place again and again. Rather, I like exploring things, exploring places. So if I have been to a place, I would rather switch to another place for the next time. Music. What is your favorite music? So anything which can certainly, uh, you know, helps you to rejuvenate yourself. Why do you like it? Because of the stressful life, we need something to rejuvenate us. When do you listen to it? Usually in the morning, or maybe as when I'm traveling. Who is your favorite singer? There are a couple of favorite singers. It's not that only one particular singer. I prefer all the singers basically because it totally depends which mood you are into. So sometimes you listen to soothing songs, sometimes you listen to vibe songs, sometimes you see vibrant songs. So it totally depends situation in the time. So guys, these were the activity. You may do it in the same way. You can certainly change it. Of course, the answers would be different. So you can pick any card, you can ask anyone, and the person has to answer in the same way. So you can see it was a quick one. And when you do it, you feel like different things. It's a mix of masala of everything, right? So that was the first activity, speaking cards. We're gonna do one more activity, and that will be the last activity of the day, and then we'll wrap this class. So it's going to take some amount of time, at least 10-15 minutes. So what would you do? So it's a very interesting activity. It means that earlier one, the card ones. So this is activity wherein what you can do, you can certainly make a paper, write the basically statements. Because if this happened, you're gonna do this. If this happened, you're gonna do this. What do you need to do? You need to ask random questions with people who are in your batches. For example, what would be the very first thing to buy if you won the lottery? It's an interesting question. If there are students in your batch, right, you can conduct this activity anytime and you can pose these questions. It's not that all the questions to one student. For example, for one student, you can ask, what would you do if you won the lottery? What would you do? And you can flip flop, like you can play it at home also. Yeah, write on a card this one, write the questions, card it, and drawing it, cut it, make it card, and then uh, asks flip flop it, divide it, and then whosoever got which question. For example, I got this one, and I can ask my friend, family member, okay, tell me what would happen if you do this. The person will tell me whatever question he asks. Tell me what would happen if you do this, or if you have it. So it's an interesting thing. Out of the box, you will think, yeah, what will happen if I have it? What will happen? I mean, it's not the regular thinking. It's out of the box thinking. It's a new thing. It's a very creative activity. This is my personal favorite activity, basically. Personal favorite. When I'm in a group of 10 or 15, if all are if students says that they want to do something different, something they want to, because I used to do it once in a week. Every week we used to have fun day Friday or any day which we used to pick it out of 5 days. So I used to conduct it with all the batches at least once in a week. So we used to conduct it. Okay, what would you do if you? So questions used to be, of course, different. If I'm posing a one question to a student, of course, in my next activity, my questions would be different. So they like it a lot. If you're a teacher, do it. If you are not a teacher, it's okay. Do it at home. You may do it with your peers in office, in schools. You can do with your friends. At home also, you can do with your siblings, with your parents also. That if you get this, tell them that what would you do? Maybe they answer you in Hindi, that's fine, but it's a good activity. Try to get answers in English or speak in English. It's totally, but activity is really awesome. Let us give a glance to this activity. What would be the very first thing to buy if you won the lottery? The very first thing I'm gonna do it. They are asking you, but what is the first thing you wanna buy it? I'm going to buy a penthouse. Yes, if I won a lottery, I'm going to buy a penthouse where I spend my life or my time. Oh, where would you live if you could live anywhere in the world? Wow, it certainly open your, what do we say, wires, brain wires. It will, let you think. What would you do if this happened with you? If this happens, once this activity is literally helpful for the brain because it is important that our brain should wake up. If brain is wake up, you can think anything and you can certainly work on it. So the moment I see what would you do, my thought process will go up. What would you do if you could live anywhere in the world? I would prefer living in London, central London. It's my favorite place. I've been there. So if I get an opportunity, I would certainly uh, live in London. If you went on a desert island, what three books or films would you take with you? Now, if I am on a desert, right, or a island, what three books or films I'm gonna take it? So yes, books would be, there are different books. So one book is like, I forgot the name, but it is like holistic approach. Second is positive attitude, how to enhance communication skills. These could be the books and the movies, Three Idiots, and another word is that one. What do we say? The A Walk to Remember, and which is to remember Three Idiots. And let me think because it certainly push you for thinking. So any the third one would be, I'm thinking. Allow me 2 minutes to think. Which one? Which one? Hmm, not able to remember now, but it was an Hollywood movie which was very interesting. Very, mm, maybe Interstellar. Yes, but I need to give some more time to think. But in the interest of time, I'm moving ahead. Next is, if you could meet someone famous, who would you meet? I would like to meet. mm, I would like to meet. I would like to meet someone famous. So I would like to meet the Honorable Prime Minister of India. I want to discuss something with him. So I would like to meet with our Honorable Prime Minister of the country. Where would you go on holiday if you could go anywhere? If I could go anywhere, I would go to Switzerland. If you found Aladdin's lamp, what would you do with your three wishes? Mm, this is a tough one. So yes, first and foremost, of course, I would ask the genie to grant a wish so that everyone is able to speak in English. Yes, grant a wish. Everyone should able to speak in English. Second one would be, mm, I would like that people should have peace in their life. They should be feel of content. And third is that mm, nobody on earth should remain poor, or at least person should able to feed. I'm not saying everyone becomes rich. At least they should able to uh, grab some jobs or grab some, or they should be educated basically. If people are educated, then their ways are open through education, of course. These would be my 3 wishes. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna complete first block today, and the remaining block we're gonna cover it tomorrow. So 2 more things, and then we'll wrap it up. What superpower would you like to have if you could choose? I would like to choose a superpower which can certainly help in welfare of society. If someone is doing eve teasing, someone is unnecessarily troubling someone, then I should have those power. I can gaze it from my mind that something bad is happening, and I can go there and teach the lesson like a superpower. If you could travel in time, where would you go in the past or the future? If I get time to travel, I would like to go in the future, not in the past, because we have read the history, we know it, our parents, friends, and we can search in the Google and we know it what's happened in the past. I want to travel in the future. I want to see after 10, 20, 30, 50 years, what would the world would look like. Well, because I know that you know that driverless cars would be there. So I want to see how they are flying on the road, and what would happen on that time. People will be like a robo, or the technology. I want to see that future. That is uh, my wish. So yes, guys, these are the certain blocks which we covered today. There are 8 more to go. We're gonna do it tomorrow. So it's going to be an interesting session. I'm sure you liked it, and we're gonna do some more fun during this week. We're gonna learn new more things as well. So stay tuned and keep watching. And thank you so much. And I wish you a very good day. Have a nice day ahead. Enjoy your Sunday. Spend time with your family and friends. Eat whatever you like. Listen to music. Watch movies. Do whatever you like. And stay home. Stay safe. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.